Hey, my people, what up? What up? I am here. I'm just warming up. Lots happening, things happening. Anyways, this is the KDN Show, where I journal and share everything in the lifestyle shift from 9 to 5 all the way to entrepreneurial realm. I'm spending the time, money, and energy to make the mistakes. That way, you don't have to learn from it. Sit there, watch, troll if you want. Anyways, what I want to get to is pretty much the what made me rent free in New York City when you have to pay so much to do things. I wanted to get through a lot of things, and I even added some stuff in the description. If you're on any of the other channels, just link into the website. You'll see that somewhere in either my bio or somewhere on the description, and get into the live one, which is on YouTube or on Facebook. And you'll see it from there. Anyways, lots to talk about. I'm not going to get into detail with everything, but there is a lot of value here, and the description, I hope, is going to help you guys. There's links, there's books that you guys should look into. Anyways, the first thing that I want to talk about is how I even got to the point where I'm not paying my bills anymore, where a lot of it is taken care of, and if anything, very minimal is left over. So I want to get over that and talk about the first thing, which is for you to start having a rent-free life, especially when you're paying mortgage, rent, whatever it is, any bills you got in your life, you got to start cutting your bills. That's the number one thing that you got to start with. So you got to find what's the cheapest thing you can get at the same time while getting quality service. Now, I put down in the description many things that you have. I am going to talk fast through all of this because there's a lot of information, and I'm probably going to make like one video for each topic. So there's 6 of them right now. Anyways, to cut your bills, the current rates you have, for example, your cell phone, I'm actually using it right now, so I can't show you. Your cell phone, you probably got Sprint, Verizon, I don't know, AT&T, anybody who you got to find out which is the one that you can talk to get you the cheapest rate. I think Sprint has their cut 50% off right now. Verizon just kicked up their what's the name, the data plan. That would be great. Another tip I got is go to the other MNBOs, which are the guys who came into the industry, like Cricket, what is it, Walmart's, I forget their name, and the other guys like Metro PCS. Check them out. Boost Mobile, check them out. They have good rates. Now I do have one myself that offers services. Check it out. It's called Flash Wireless. Actually offers different networks and things of your choice. Check it out. You can actually get free service if you refer people. Do it at your own free will, but I would tell you just check it out yourself, find out how it is and everything with all of them, and do your own little research and find out. Cut your bills. Another thing that I managed to do, you're looking at all my bills, internet. Not that only did I switch a lot of them to what I already had, to what I was affiliated with, I'm talking about I get paid to use certain products and services. So that's one way you could do things. But by calling them, like for example, I'll talk about Time Warner Cable when I used to have them. And thank you for the love. Oh man, love it. Love those little hearts. Anyways, when I had Time Warner Cable, actually I still have them, but they turned into Spectrum, Spectre, whatever it is. I called them. I told them I would cancel it. The reason I did that was because the day prior, I told them that I wanted to get the lowest rate. They actually raised it on me. I told them, whoa, this is not right. I want to cancel and things like that. They said, oh, you can't get the lowest rate. It's only for introductory customers. Bullshit. I called the next day because I knew they weren't going to let me fly while that conversation went on, because he already had told me one thing. So I called another person. Remember, these are people you're talking about. You're talking to. They don't know the same information from one to the other. They don't know what the conversation was like with you. Anyways, to make a long story short, I called them. I said I was going to cancel. They fidgeted to transfer me to the cancel department, whatever it may be. And pretty much they offered me the best rate. So I ended up getting like 200 NB for like, I think it was like $35, which if you look at the rates now, that usually costs like $70 a month. So right there, you have a little bit of value for you. Do that, and do that immediately. Do that with all your services, because you never know what you might get. With the new services, it might be a little difficult because they're trying to raise anyways. Yeah, so the next thing, check out the description, by the way, guys. I'm going to have everything there. Honestly, I'm not going to cover everything in detail. probably in the future. Anyways, a big thing that I did also to get rid of my rent and to help out with that is short-term rental. And that comes with you actually utilizing what you have. A lot of people don't realize that they have a lot of value in what they're doing already. They're looking for things outside of themselves. We're not looking inward and seeing what they already have. Your home, you have a living room. Guess what? People want to crash on your couch. You have a floor. Guess what? People want to crash on your floor. Just provide an air mattress. You have an extra room, guest room. Guess what? People want to use that as well. People will pay you. In New York City alone, I can charge anywhere from $100 and up just for a room for one day. So imagine how much that goes for when you're talking about 30 days consecutively. Now calculate that. Yeah, you're talking about $3,000 just on one room. Anyways, you could go much higher depending where, when, and your market. Check that out. You can do Verbo. There's Airbnb, which is one of my favorites. I got referrals as well. If you guys want to check it out, it's on the description. If you ever, I'm probably going to release some tips on that because it's not the easiest thing. It's easy to set up right now, but you got to get recommendations and build it up over time, and then you start making the real cash flow. I mean, think about it. If you have a job and then you don't got to worry about your rent, you have a lot more money left over. Anyways, the next thing is you got to, I mean, this is something that may be able to, because I structured everything in a way that's fastest first and then towards the slowest. What's going to take the longest for you to get there? And like I mentioned before, cutting your bills is going to be one of the fastest things. Your travel, by using the short term like the Airbnb, you can actually get very cheap prices as well as get rewards by going into the links that I'm providing, because that rewards you like what, $40, $100, depending if you want to host too. And on top of that, by the way, I got to mention everybody. Thank you for joining. Kelby, Dan Poppy, Detroit, Jose. I mean, everyone, thank you. Yo, I'm just trying to show some value right now while I'm speeding through things and telling you what I did to even become rent-free. I don't really pay rent anymore. And off-season, like, it's all covered. You save during the on-season, and short season the off-season when it comes to New York City, very slow. But you can do this anywhere and everywhere as long as you can study it. So what I'm providing now, the travels, also use your credit cards when it comes to travel rewards. When you travel a lot, you can write that off if you own a business as a travel expense if you're doing business related things. So if you're speaking to somebody who's, guess what, talking about your business, then that is a business expense. If it directly impacts your business, you can do that. Anyone can open a business right away. And if you need help with that, just email me or something. I'll let you know, or message me. Anyways, the other cases, use the credit cards. Rewards really help you out with that. You can pay one trip with another. Anyways, the other thing that will take longer but may happen in the next few weeks or so, get a raise or get another job. Hey, I don't recommend this for everybody. I would recommend you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it really tells you about the mentality from an employee and an entrepreneur. There's a big difference. And if you're the person who likes to get multiple jobs just to have extra money, what you're doing is trading time for cash. And time you can't get back. Cash you can keep making. So there's something that you're losing out that has much more value than $1 symbol. So you got to really balance that out. I would tell you to get a raise, because that's one of the quickest things you can do that can help with that. A really good book for that is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Shows you how to communicate with your boss. A really good thing you should do is learn what their mood swings are. If they're really good in the morning, talk to them in the morning. If they're really good, if their mood is up in the afternoon or closer to Friday, then speak to them then. When you've done something good, you want to reach out to them and ask for a raise, not when things are going bad. Anyways, that's asking for the raise. I would not recommend for everybody to do that. Learn where you're at and understand that, and whether you can take on another job, because that's a huge task that will only be worth it if it's adding value to your life. And by that, I mean you should be working a job that you're learning from. If you want to open a restaurant, it doesn't fucking matter if you join McDonald's. You're learning how the ins and outs work there. Now you can go out and maybe use a system similar to that. So that's adding value for you. Anyways, the next thing is e-commerce. I would really highly recommend that. Why? It's very mobile, very mobile. You can move anywhere and do e-commerce. You can be selling to people in New York while you're in the Bahamas, while you're in England, while you're anywhere else. I actually have an e-commerce store. You can check it out, bingesurfer.com. What I would tell you is, if you want to set your own e-commerce, you can either do it by yourself, get a programmer, somebody, hire it out, WordPress, whatever you want. But I would recommend Shopify because it's what I use. It's there's like free trials. I think I have a link down there. Just try it out. If it doesn't work out for you, cancel before the trial ends. Anyways, do that for sure. But make sure you're profitable before you get in there. Make sure you know what you're gonna do. I would recommend getting into niche products, and there's a lot of training and things to learn in there. So it's quick to start, but there's some investing. So you should have some money built up. And I'm talking about minimal stuff like $100, maybe a few couple of tens, just so you can test out things. Anyways, next one, social following. Build a list. When you're building a social following, you're building a fan base, a clan base, a family base, a customer base. You're building everything. The thing with social following is that you got to add value to people. You're having a conversation. People forget that the whole reason somebody comes to Facebook is because they're trying to forget about everybody else. They're trying to forget about everybody selling them things, everybody talking about what you got to do next for work. That's not what they're here for. They're here to just pass their time, forget about the rest of the world, and just have fun. So by you being on social media, you got to provide that kind of feeling of being in the front porch where people are just passing by, and some stop, some don't, some make a comment, some don't. You're just having a conversation. That's all you're doing. And let them be the ones who ask you, what do you have? I love what you have there. Can I purchase that? That's how you do things on social media. When you have a good following, when people come to you and you're adding value to their life, guess what? Other brands, companies notice that. They want to come to you and they want you to represent them. Either you're selling your own products, you're representing yourself as a coach, as a service, as whatever it is. And hell, you can get more jobs by having a great social following. Why? Because I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but when you go for a job interview, most of them already looked you up. When you're dating somebody, most of them already looked you up beforehand. So guess what? By following that, by doing that, you're actually building a huge asset in your life. It's like building your friends. That's what you're doing. How are you going to treat them? Treat them like your fucking friends. Give them information, shit that you care about. It's going to resonate with your friends. That's why they're your friends. Get it? All right, easy. There you go. Next, let's fly through these like a motherfucker. Anyways, so I was talking about the social following and building a list. So a big asset that you can have is building a list. When you have a subscriber base, you have people that are literally raising their hand and saying, I want something from you. You're providing me value. Either it's information, a service, a product, whatever it may be. And a good place to use that list for is things like affiliate marketing, where you're using other people's products and just pretty much presenting them and saying, look, I use this, or I've seen this and I think it's cool. For example, I've been doing this like all freaking week and all month. Bulletproof coffee. This thing like gets me up in the morning and I'm not a morning person at all. Wasn't a coffee person at all. I love Bulletproof coffee. So that's one thing I'm sure. Guess what? I became an affiliate because I love the product. And I also realized, wow, I'm speaking so much about this product, promoting it. Why am I not getting paid for talking about it? So I made it happen. And guess what? Now I do get paid for that product and other products as well. So you got to start turning your life into a way that is producing income while you're doing the things you're already doing. You get that? It's a lifestyle. It's not about get out of this and then do it. It's about doing what you're already doing. It's the easiest transition you can do. You already have the bills. You're already traveling. You already have a home. You're already shopping online, most of you. Why don't you turn these things around and start making an income from it? That's how you're going to pay your rent. And next thing you know, it starts with $10, $100, $1,000 in the month. Maybe hell, some of you are going to make it to 10, 100 grand each month. And to some of you might seem like too far off. So let me just, take $50 off the cell phone. All of that is okay. It's whatever fits into your life. Just make a plan and go with it. So the other one, I said affiliate marketing. Another big one that does get a lot of rap is MLM, Network Marketing. I think it's really beautiful industry. I would read the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Business of the 21st Century. It really talks about how it is. A lot of people go into the whole, oh, it might be a pyramid, it might be this. Now, grant you caution, there are pyramid schemes in this life. There is Ponzi schemes, so do watch out for that. But when you take network marketing, that's actually a legit business that is similar to the schemes that may be out there. So you just got to do your research and everything, and then you'll know. I actually was part of a network marketing company, still am. I just don't follow it as much as before. Now I'm really into my personal brand and real estate. What I love about them is the training. So you just got to come in with the right mindset. You got to understand that you're probably not going to make money right away till it's front loaded. So that means a lot of education, a lot of skills to attain. The beautiful thing is when you come out of that, you can pretty much do almost anything you want, any business you want. And if you stay with it, you're probably going to be one of the big earners. So there's the lesson to learn from that. I have lots of videos and stuff you guys can check out. So I'll put that all in there. Anyways, the last thing, which would take the longest, is build your own business. Because like I mentioned before, the network marketing, that would have its own system. They would help you out with, oh, let's take care of having the products, having all of this. You don't have to do that. Just talk to your people. They would take care of all of that. When you have your own business, now you got to take the product, you got to get this, you got product, service, whichever one, you got to talk to the people, you got to take the time to do all of that. You got to reach out to the clients, to the customers, the already paying clients, and you got to put all the moving parts together. Now, the beautiful thing about building your own business is that it is yours only, unless you share it with a family member or whoever your partner is. And the beautiful thing is that, man, it's a legacy you're leaving behind. That's what I love about it. So if that's what you're going for, then go for it. But just know it's a long-term plan. It's not going to get built in 1 month. It's not going to get built in 1 year. Do not expect shit for 6 years or a decade. Why? Some people can make it in a month. Some people are supernatural like that. They just understand business. Some people can make it in a month, but in a year, in maybe a few years. And that's awesome. But the thing is, I can't sit here and tell you the normal average person is going to be able to do that. They won't. Most people won't. Why? Because they were raised differently. Most people weren't taught to run a business. They were taught to be an employee. There's a total difference. The way you earn money as a business is not the way you earn money as an employee. You have a fixed rate sometimes, maybe commissions, maybe an hourly rate. No, when it comes to building a business, you have a lot to worry about. You're talking about profits and loss. That means you're investing money before you're even getting anything back. That means your customers get your products and your employees get paid first, than you, and then you rake in anything that's left. Now, it's powerful because, I mean, you're looking at the Apples of the world. You're looking at the GMs. You're looking at all these powerful industries. Guess what? Those are businesses. All right? So the beautiful thing is that you have all 6 points right now. That's what I currently have gone through. Lots of them I've used. I don't think there's any that I haven't used there. So just check it out. I'm definitely going to do a video in depth in each one, how to do, what to look out for each one in the coming months. I don't know how long it'll take because seriously, a lot of groundwork to cover over that. But I mean, I like sharing all this. I travel around the world just learning these things. And why not let you guys know, value. That's what I told you about the social media part, right? Anyways, it's been swell, guys. Look at the videos. If you visit my page, I also got follow-ups on that. There's really good videos to watch on like other guys that I recommend, like Gary V. Oh my God, beautiful, man. Evan Page. Oh my God, there's a lot of guys that are fucking awesome. Ty Lopez is really good too. So look them up. And yeah, if you want to support, guys, subscribe. Go to, I don't know, wherever the button is. Boom, boom, boom. And just follow. That way you know when things are going on. Some of you have my private page and my personal one. Make sure you add my actual personal brand page, which is where everything is going to be shuffled onto. All right. Anyways, love ya. Check out the description. Like, subscribe, troll if you want. Love you guys. And I expect to see you next time.